This is what I got. Look, my friend of mine told me to make this video for YouTube. What I'm doing is I'm replacing. Well, let's start out first. What happened was I was losing coolant like every 2 or 3 weeks. A lot. Like maybe like half a gallon or so. Maybe a gallon. It was a lot, excuse me. So a mechanic friend of mine, mechanic buddy, she told me, her name is Carrie, she's really good, out of Louisville, Kentucky. She told me that maybe it was something going on with my intake. So I was going to replace the gaskets on the intake. Well, long story short, I opened everything up, right? I opened it up. I removed my fuel lines. I removed my plenum, everything. I even changed the starter since I was down in there. What I noticed was right in here, and was orange. I noticed some orange grit. It was what it is that Dexco was leaking from this gasket, which I was gonna try to put some gasket maker on here, because I was gonna quit and give up. Because what you actually have to do to change these gaskets, it's another one right here. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's right here, and it's 2 more underneath that on the bottom. What this is called is the crossover. This is the crossover housing, crossover water pump housing or whatnot. They go out over years, but anyway, it was cracked. It was broken all up right in here. I don't know if you guys can see that. It was broken up in there. My coolant, this is where my coolant was actually leaking. It was leaking down in here into this valley on my starter and everything. Causing my starter to, that's why I changed the starter too, causing my starter to actually malfunction. Well, anyway, what I'm doing now is I have to take this whole crossover off. This whole piece right here, this whole crossover. As you notice, I've already taken some stuff off. I kind of started my video too late, but I'm still gonna show you guys some, because she insisted that I make a video because she said no one's made a video on YouTube about this. Well, anyway, you got a few bolts. It's not even that many bolts. As you can see, I've loosened some up. I'm gonna show you some. If you guys can see, I got my ratchet wrench on there. You got one behind this harness. You got one right here, right? And you got, I don't know if you can see, hold on. You got another one back there where I actually got my wrench on there. I got my wrench on there, shiny. You can see you got 2 on this side, right? You have to remove the water pump housing. Just the top of it, you have to remove that in order to get those 2 bolts back there. In order to get them off, you have to use a ratchet wrench. A flex head ratchet wrench will be perfect. It's 13 millimeter bolts. Anyway, okay. There's another one right here. There's another bolt right here. Excuse me, I'm sorry. There's one right here. I don't know if you guys can see that. Or I moved it. Hold on, let me try to move the camera. I know it's bad. I'm trying to show you the positioning. You see that bolt? Right there. There's one right there. There's one right there. Behind the harness a little bit. You can see I loosened it up. There's one right here. I don't know if you can see it. I loosened that one up. It come out fairly easy. And then there's 2 more. Well, there's one right here. You gotta take this one out too. There's one down. There's 2 down in here. I don't know if you guys can see or how well you can see. I don't know if you can see those 2 down there. You see those 2? One's loose, and one of them I had actually tightened back up because I was gonna give up because it was so hard. But you have to use the ratchet wrench. You have to get it on there. You have to get it on there. And you got, just like this one I've got down bottom. I'll show you guys how much space I have to turn. That's it. That's all I got. That's all I got right there. And it's behind the harness. You actually have to work around the harness. So I haven't found a way to take that harness off. So I'm just gonna work around it. But that's how you take, and as you can also see, this housing actually moving. See, it's, I don't want to move it too much right now, but hold on, let's see. Oh, nah, I can't get it to move right now, but it's actually moving. But anyway, all right now. So look, guys, you just got to remember, whatever you take off, just remember where it goes back. And most of it's not really that hard. You got to remove your fuel lines, whatnot. couple other things. Like I said, you just kind of break everything down, remove your hoses, whatnot. Make sure you do all that before you take those bolts loose. But that's what it is. It's the crossover housing. So what I'm doing right now, I'm trying to get it out, and I'm doing everything I can, and it's coming out. It's loose, but I just got to get these bolts out. It's time consuming. I called the dealership. They said this job is about $900 job. It's almost $1,000 job if they do it. So I said I'll just stick with my guns, take my time, turn my ratchet. As you can see, you can't even see the bolt. I'm trying to show you guys a picture. I mean, you know, kind of show you guys what I'm doing. This is like the best that I can do. See, that's all I got. That's all I got. I gotta get these bolts out though. My mechanic buddies, I was gonna give up. They said, man, you already there, don't give up. So I'm gonna just keep turning, and hopefully this video helps some of you guys out. But it's just those gaskets. These gaskets right here, it's two of them right here, the rectangle shape, right? This is the one that was leaking the most, and then there's two that's actually underneath, back up under there, that actually triangle. I don't know if you can see. Oh yeah, also you have to remove that belt to loosen that tension and whatnot. So I'm gonna pause the video, or maybe I might make two halves, but once I get these bolts out that I was showing you guys, once again, you got two here, one, and two. One, I got my ratchet wrench on there, and you got, let me see, let me get you another view. You got one here, right? You got one here, one there. You got one there. You got one there. And then you got two, as you can see, down in there, which are a pain. I mean, a pain. But if you just keep turning, using your ratchet wrench, you'll get them. Just keep turning. Don't give up. And then I think you got like a 10mm on this. I think this is actually part of the exhaust right here. You got, I think that's a 10mm bolt on there, and it removes that. Alright, now I'm gonna pause the video, and I'm gonna just keep turning and working, and hopefully I can get this loose in order to show you guys how to do this. Alright.